1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2. 3, 2, 1. Stratford, Mosinee, Zaleski Sports. Testing, testing. Testing 3, 2, 1. I can hear myself a little better. 1, 2, 3. Testing, mic check. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. One. Testing 3, 2. Wait, I think I know why it's quiet. Try this one. Testing 3, 2. And welcome live, everybody, here in Athletic Park here in Wausau, Wisconsin, for today's non-conference high school matchup here in boys baseball. Just moments away from the end of the regular season, 1 week to go until it's playoff time. It's the Stratford Tigers and the Mosinee Indians here on Zaleski Sports. Brendan Rutzloff and Dan Lau right here with you guys today, and talk a little bit about the game that we will have coming up here. Coaches meeting between Marshall Lehman and Adam Olson of Stratford and Mosinee. The Stratford Tigers this season sitting at a 16-5 record, 7-1, tied for first in the Merriwood South Conference. And the Mosinee Indians, what a season they're having, 19-3, 12-0, conference champions in the Great Northern Conference after a 12-2 5-inning game against Antigo last week. So today's pregame show is presented by Greenheck Group, the global leader in creating air movement and control equipment. Greenheck is one of Wausau's largest employers and the perfect place for the next step in your career. See if Greenheck Group is right for you. Visit greenheck.com. That's greenheck.com. Today turned out to be a very pretty day over here in central Wisconsin. We had a bunch of showers early on in the day, a few overcast skies throughout, but the skies have really started to clear out here on the northwest side, or the northeast side of Wausau, just outside of downtown. The downtown block, the 400 block, just a mile or so down the road from over here in Athletic Park, home of the Wausau Woodchucks. The starting lineups are being introduced by the PA announcer, so I'll go over ours as well. So for senior night here in Mosinee, they get to have a very special outing here at this great venue. Keegan Jersley batting in leadoff and going crazy with his flipping skills. Call him a gymnast. And then you got a guy just like Taylor Lemansky doing a little somersault. You'll love to see that. They're having fun out there. So Keegan Jersley is leading off for Mosinee, then Taylor Lemansky batting second. Gavin Bremski will be pitching today. He's batting third. Then Cameron Zebel batting fourth. Grant Kuklinski batting fifth. Garrett Shoup in the sixth spot, and a sub for him who might be coming in later is Ben Schley. Then batting seventh is Colton Cherrick. Batting eighth is Ryan Simonis, and batting ninth is Andrew Novinsky. And I will make a correction here that Ryan Simonis will be pitching here in this game. So we're going to take, actually, we'll go through Stratford's lineup here quickly. So batting in the leadoff spot is Jack Tubbs. Batting second, Riley Spindler. Then batting third, Brady Berg. Batting fourth, Henry Zaleski, familiar name. Batting fifth, Vance Keelman. Then sixth, Jaeger Ormond. Batting seventh, Landon Zalwisland. And then batting eighth, Brady Schmidt. And in the ninth spot, Riley Cronin. And we are going to take a quick commercial timeout here for our national anthem. We will be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
I just got it right down there. And welcome back to Wausau, everybody. Today's game is presented by Lee's Piggly Wiggly. Shop for your local groceries at Lee's Piggly Wiggly in Mosinee. Find all you need under one roof with convenient customer service with a smile. Lee's Piggly Wiggly in Mosinee. So the final home game of the regular season for the Mosinee Indians, but I am very sure that they will have a few home games when it comes to playoff time because they are sitting in as a #1 seed headed into the boys tournament. Their last game, a 12-2 win against Antigo, sitting on a 19-3 record this season, undefeated in conference play, only allowing 13 runs this entire season in 12 different games. So a very great earned run average for the Mosinee Indians in conference play. Jack Tubbs to lead things off here for Stratford. So it's Division III against Division II non-conference. And on the mound, Ryan Simonis for the first pitch here of the ball game. First pitch up high. It is a ball, 1-0. The count here to Tubbs. I know out of my recent memory, Jack Tubbs, he played quite a bit of football for Stratford. Played as the quarterback this past year. Second pitch, fastball, missed it down low. So up high and down low, the first two pitches of the sequence coming from Simonis. This one well up high. Sliding there at the catcher position. Here for today's game, we typically see Gavin Obremski playing in that catcher spot, but we see him over at shortstop here in today's game. So Coach Olson trying a little bit of something different here. First strike of the game, 3-1. A great crowd turnout here in Wausau. That one catching the outer corner of the plate for strike two. It's a full count now to Tubbs. And I spoke with Coach Marshall Lehman for Stratford in the pregame, and ball four down in the dirt. It will be a walk. And he said he was feeling pretty good with how his team has been performing this season. At a 16-5 record, you have to feel pretty confident and pretty good with how you're doing. And I mean, they're tied for first in the Marywood South Conference with Marathon. So tied at a 7-1 conference record, and Tubbs got a great jump, and he's off to second, and he doesn't even need a slide. In there at second base. And a quick runner in scoring position here for Riley Spindler for Mosinee. Actually, for Stratford. Mosinee, though, this one hit right to Obremski. Try to turn up a double play. Try to flip it over to Lemansky there. Couldn't do it in time. One down. So it seems like he might be pretty familiar with playing in that shortstop position, based on that play we just saw. But this Mosinee team, their lineup is made up of all seniors on their squad. A very stacked lineup for the Indians. First pitch here to Brady Berg. Up high. Berg, the lefty for Stratford. He's playing as the catcher today. Second pitch of the sequence in their first strike. Temperatures at around first pitch sitting at 70 degrees. Runner on second with one out, popped up into the air, drifting, falling, and Obremski making a basket catch. Beautifully done. That's two nice catches from Gavin here in the first inning. So Henry Zaleski will come to the plate here. Zaleski with two down. Stratford already 0 for 2 with the runner in scoring position. High and inside, scary first pitch there. Zaleski backs off. Zaleski playing here at first base in today's game. And as the sun is going down, sort of going into our eyes here over on this first base side of the ballpark. But everybody's having a great time. The stands are filling fast. Ground ball fielded. Nice play made over there by, I believe that is Zebel. And that is out number 3 to conclude the top half of the inning. A runner did reach base, but went nowhere. Mosinee coming to the plate, coming up next here on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's game is presented by Visit Marshfield. Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 31st through June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend. And the summer vibes are out here in Athletic Park, where the sun is absolutely gleaming down on the field right over towards our faces in our little booth area, if you'd like to call it a booth. You like to call it a booth, Dan? Dan says no. We just have a little like countertop looking section over here, but what a beautiful venue this is. We have really nice chairs. So thank you, Wausau Woodchucks, for these chairs. Keegan Jersley leading things off, and it is going to be Brady Schmidt on the mound for Stratford. And I will do my best to see what these calls are. Good thing you guys have a screen to look at and see how the calls are made. A big swing and a miss on the first pitch from Jersley. I heard Jersley in his last game, he pitched outstandingly, hit 2 home runs. 12 home runs on the season overall for Mosinee. Takes a called strike 2, so a nice pitch from Schmidt. Mosinee batting .408 this season. That is a pretty good number, and they have very high state appearance aspirations to go all the way over to Appleton to play at Fox City Stadium. Schmidt's third pitch offered, and we'll see if he went, and he did not. So Jershly able to hold back on it. Jershly, the tri-sport athlete with football, basketball, and now with baseball here in the spring. Jershly hits one well right over to left field, and making the play on it was Riley Cronin for out number one. And now Taylor Lomansky will come to the plate here for the Indians. Today's game is presented by Best Funeral. Best Funeral has been serving the Mosinee and surrounding areas since 1934. This third-generation family-owned funeral service provider brings a long tradition of providing distinguished services with the greatest respect to each family they serve. Learn more at bestfh.com. This ball struck into center field, and it's going to drop for the first base hit of the game. Lomansky reaches on the first swing. And Gavin Obremski will take a crack at it. I've got to talk to Gavin Obremski a few times in my time here at Zaleski Sports. He's a very passionate individual. Loves the game of baseball. Alongside Keegan Jershly, and I know that Keegan Jershly, he has played in a bunch of summer leagues, and he's played down in Florida from my memory, going back the throw to first. Lomansky was able to get back. This is my first time covering a game that has this Mosinee program in pretty close to a year, swinging on the pitch there and try to do a hit and run attempt, but it was fouled away. But today's a great day to take your family out to the ballpark. I mean, this is the weather that we've all been waiting for, what we've been wanting to have, and now we finally got it. The only thing that I don't have is sunglasses. The skies are very clear now. Looked like Lomansky wanted to run. He ended up retreating back to first off the ball. It's a 1-2 count to Obremski. Schmidt from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Runner goes. Strikeout. The throw to second is not in time, but it is ruled as a strikeout. Gavin Obremski goes down swinging, and Lomansky advances to second base on the stolen base, and Cameron Zabel will step up to the plate with two down here in the first. Nice pitch there from Brady Schmidt to strike out Gavin Obremski. Obremski, he's another one of those individuals who played football for Mosinee, played as the quarterback this season. And Mosinee had a great year. They ended up winning conference in that as well. High second pitch of the sequence. For a ball, it's a 2-0 count. Good hitters count here on Zabel. We'll see if Zabel can crank in the first RBI of the ball game. Ball outside, 3-0. And I'm sure Adam Olson will give him the green light if there is something there to swing at. We'll see what he does. Schmidt, here comes the pitch. Fastball caught the outer half. Schmidt does not want to lose his batter here. 3-1. Steps off the rubber to take a little break and reestablish his position here. Here it comes from the stretch, the pitch, and down in the dirt, ball for taken, and Zabel reaches first base. Runners on first and second for Grant Kuklinski. And he's got a pretty great walk-up song. First pitch swinging, fouled off. So 0-1, the count. If anybody who's watching this game right now is pretty close to here in the Wausau area, I would recommend coming to go to this game. I mean, this is just a outstanding atmosphere to be in, and such a beautiful day it turned to be. 1-1. The throw back to second, and diving back in there is Lemansky. So Lemansky getting a little dirty after doing a somersault in the pregame. But how about Keegan Jershly in the pregame? Taken for a strike. Nice pitch from Schmidt. 1-2 the count. One strike away from getting out of it. Checks back. Runners go. And no throw. And both runners are advancing 90 feet. And that is possibly a very big pitch here in this game early on. If he can drive these runs in. Schmidt from the stretch. The pitch swung on and missed. Got him with the strikeout. Brady Schmidt took 5 batters to do it, but he was able to get out of it. 2 strikeouts for Schmidt here in this first inning, and we are scoreless here in Wausau. We'll head to inning number 2. We'll be right back for more coverage here on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
And welcome back, everybody. It's inning number 2 here in Wausau, Stratford and Mosinee here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is presented by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan at CulliganH2O.com. Also by Egg Country. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. From loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. And by Wood Street Rentals. No matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done. offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivery to any job site. Look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. So, for the top of inning number 2, we will see Vance Kielman, Jaeger Ormond, and Landon Zawislin. Another very cool feature over here at Athletic Park is, since this is one of those ballparks that has a affiliated team with the Northwoods League of the Wausau Woodchucks, that they have a digital scoreboard that's out here. So they got all the lineups of the players and all of that on there, and they've also had a few people go out with the cameras and get some footage of the audience during this too. So it really gives you that major league type of ballpark type of aspect. This ball struck into center field, and it's going to drop for a base hit for Kielman. So Kielman gets the first hit of the day for the Tigers here in the second. And now Jaeger Ormond will make his first plate appearance here in the game. Ormond pops it up right to the pitcher, the throw back to first, try to get it on the double play. And Simonis able to make the catch for out number 1.
Next up, right fielder, number 5, Landon Zawislin.
So, Landon Zawislin at the plate here. This pitch got away over to the backstop. It's a wild pitch, and able to advance to second, Kielman. And is it me, or did Mosinee make a double switch? I see Ben Schley over there, first base. I see Keegan Jerschley at catcher, and this hit goes by into left field, and rounding third and trying to score the throw to the plate. Not in time. And Zawislin is in there with an RBI double.
Now batting your pitcher, number 23.
Vance Kielman scores the first run of the game for Stratford. But I just noticed this. Keegan Jerschley, he's playing catcher. There was more than a double switch that occurred. I see Gavin Obremski playing at third base now. I see Taylor Lemansky playing at shortstop. I also see Grant Kuklinski playing at second, Ben Schley at first. I think Mosinee made an entire change to their fielding, except for the pitcher. Throw back to second, a strong throw. Over to Kuklinski. Stratford able to get the first run on the board here today. This is the pitcher against pitcher matchup. It's Schmidt and Simonis. That one in there for a strike. 2-2 on Schmidt. Zawislin over at second. This pitch into the dirt, a good block by Jerschley. Full count now, 3-2 on Brady Schmidt. Simonis checks second from the stretch. Hit popped up into right center field and misjudging it over in the outfield. Look to be Novinsky, and it will be a reach on an error for Brady Schmidt. And I'm not sure what Andrew Novinsky was really doing over there. He might be the only outfielder that is in that same position. There's also the idea that Colton Cherrick is also in at left field there, but the numbers are just so small. But I think that's what happened. I think Mosinee made a change to all these players' positions after one inning. They're just doing a lot of experimenting, it looks like. 1-0. And that might have hit him, but it didn't, and it just got away. And in there to score a run is Whistling. And going over to second is Brady Schmidt. 2-0. The count now. I also just realized this too. That's Cameron Zebo who's pitching. Mosinee is going through everything right now. And I am also. Second pitch in there. First strike, check off to second. Very close play as Schmidt was able to dive back in. Three and one. And a timeout taken behind the plate here. A very late timeout call. Well, we'll try the 3-1 count one more time. Swung on and missed. Full count. So Zebo has the 2 runs allowed after 2 wild pitches and a strikeout as Riley Cronin goes down.
Next up for the Tigers, second baseman, number 7, Jack Tubbs.
So back to the top of the batting order here for the Tigers. Jack Tubbs reached on a walk to lead off the ball game. 2 gone here in the second. Check swing, fouled off in there. Actually, checked swing, it went off the catcher's mask actually. 1-0. It sounded much like a bat. 1-0 the count, and then make that 2-0, this pitch inside. Tubbs trying to drive in the 3rd run here of the 2nd inning for Stratford. A 3rd pitch outside, and it's a 3-0 count to Tubbs as Spindler awaiting on deck. Zebel's pitch down into the dirt, and it's a 4-pitch walk from Cameron Zebel.
Shortstop, number 2, Riley.
Jack Tubbs has reached base, both of his at-bats, both via the walk, and now Spindler to the plate. And Zebel has to hit the strike zone here. Otherwise, things are going to get out of control for the Indians very quickly. And I didn't get the chance to speak with Adam Wilson in the pregame. So something has me wondering if I was to talk to him in the pregame and asked him what his plan was for this game, he might have said, we're just going to experiment all of our players in their positions. This is something I've never seen before in a game. 2-1 on Spindler. Spindler lined out to short in the first. 3-1.
Come on, Cam.
Two gone. The pitch popped up, drifting over and left and out of play. So it looks like Ryan Simones, he's the one who's in there in left field. So Simones, he came from the pitcher's position over to left. 3-2. Up high and inside. Ball 4. Another walk. And the bases are loaded.
Now coming to the plate, your catcher, number 4, Brady Berg.
Brady Berg has a big chance to deal damage to one of the best teams in Division II. Popped up into shallow left field, but it was caught by the shortstop in the inning in the first. And Stratford 2 batters away from batting the order. Zaleski awaits on deck. 2-0 the count. And finally gets one in there. Into the zone. It's a 2-1 count. Zeeble has had a couple of wild pitches here in the inning, and a liner over into right field, and that is trouble. Gets down for a base hit, and that will be extra bases. One runner scores, make that 2, and sliding into second is Brady Berg with a 2 RBI double, and it's a 4-0 game.
Now batting first baseman, number 13,
Henry Zaleski's turn. Runners still in scoring position. And what an explosive second inning we are seeing. I wonder if you're Matt Olson when to say you're done pitching to Cameron Zeeble. Zaleski grounded into a 5-3 putout in the first. Takes his first pitch for a strike. Oh and 1. Cameron trying to get out of this thing. Popped up over the heads into the plaza area of the ballpark. 0-2 on Zaleski. Runners staying put, fouled off. I see some of the folks over here. They got some ice cream. They got some nachos, some good meals over here at Athletic Park. Great concessions over here. 0-2. Popped up into the air and over our heads again. Watch out, kids. Here we go. Zeeble from the stretch. Just missed it outside. Looked like a really great pitch from Cam. Cam looking to get out of the jam. 4-run inning for Stratford. And that is going to end the inning. It's a strikeout for Zeeble, but how about this? Vance Keelman gets the base hit to get things going. Then it's Landon Zawislin over to get a 2 RBI double, and then the 2 RBI double coming from Brady Berg to end things here in the top of the second. We'll head to the bottom of the second. It's a 4-0 game here on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
And welcome back to senior night here in Wausau, here at Athletic Park, everybody. Today's game is presented by Fleet Farm. Pick up all your pets' favorites from Fleet Farm. Find everything from food and treats to toys and health products under one roof from all the brands you trust. Dogs or cats, they've got you covered. Shop your pets' everyday essentials at Fleet Farm. And by Foundation Finance. Start your job by making money that you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. And by Bequez Family Chiropractic. Bequez Family Chiropractic in Rothschild provides personalized chiropractic care in a family-oriented atmosphere. They can help any age patients from just a few days old to the moms and dads trying to get up with the kids. No matter what issue your body is battling, from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues, let Bequez Family Chiropractic give you back the life you deserve. Schmidt back for his second inning on the mound. Pitching to Garrett Shoup. Shoup in there at the designated hitter position. And to our curiosity, here up at our counter area, Dan and I are thinking that Coach Olson's rotating the seniors in their positions. But the only senior that I noticed that did not rotate positions was Andrew Novinsky. Fourth pitch of the at-bat taken for a ball by Shoup. It's a 2-2 count. Schmidt struck out 2 in the first from the stretch. And make that number 3 of the day for Brady Schmidt. And Colton Sherrick will make his first appearance now in the 7th spot. Then Simonis will follow him. A 4-0 ball game. First pitch in there from Schmidt, and he is dealing early on here in this one. From the stretch, struck well into center field, and that will be Mosinee's second hit of the game from Colton Sherrick. And Ryan Simonis has a runner on first base here with 1 down, and we're going to see if Sherrick tries to swipe second. He was going very quickly, checked his swing, held back on it for ball 1. Timeout taken early. I think that timeout ended up being granted over at first base, actually. It looked like Colton Sherrick almost lost his mitt, and then he had to adjust it, and he wanted to get some time in there for a strike. 1-1 on Ryan Simonis. Back to first base, a very close play Schmidt's throw over to Zaleski almost had him. We'll try the 1-and-1. Schmidt's pitch high and away, and a good fake from the Tigers, and they might get the runner here. In a pickle, he's about to fall over. Zaleski reaching out on him and applies the tag for out number 2. That was a very beautiful fake by the Tigers to get him. So Cherrick caught stealing. And that stuff right there, you can't really teach that to the kids. That is just a great play. But you also might have to give credit to Marshall Lehman, the coach of this team. And that really just killed momentum for Mosinee here in the inning. 2-2. Schmidt trying to get out of it early. And he does. Strikeout number 4 for Brady Schmidt to take the side down. It's a 4-0 game. And we will see Kuhlman, Orman, and Zawislin coming to the plate here for the third on Zaleski Sports.
For me, for Green Heck, it's just equal opportunity for everybody to grow.
I've been going to school for electrical system technology, and they gave me opportunity to go to that department. I was like, wow.
Green Heck gives you a lot of opportunities. A lot.
People that work hard here, they get opportunity to move up, and I found all that and more here.
I've been encouraged to grow, to get education. The future's really bright.
Work where there are endless career opportunities, no mandatory overtime, and a great family atmosphere.
And welcome back, everybody. Today's game is presented by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. And guess what? Surprise, folks. Adam Olson is making another big change with his lineup. That is in the outfield right now. So it looks like Andrew Nowinsky will be pitching here for the third inning. Gavin Obremski moved to first base. Keegan Jerschley over to second base. It looks like Colton Cherrick is over at shortstop. And how about this? Ben Schley playing third base. And then going to the outfield, it's very tough to tell who's out there. But it looks like Ryan Simonis is in right field. In center field, looks to be Taylor Lemansky or Grant Kuklinski. Grant Kuklinski and Taylor Lemansky are either in right field and left, or in center field and left field right now. I know I just said a lot there. Bear with me the best you guys can. So Vance Kuhlman to lead things off. Almost batted the entire order in that second inning were the Tigers. Kuhlman had a base hit to lead things off in the second, and he struck that one well off the caging on the left field side out of play. A 4-0 lead. And the throw in a little long. That's what happens when some of these players are not used to playing in a certain position. I will have a fun time here tonight keeping up with Adam Olson and his changes that he makes to his fielding. This ball is popped up over into left center field, and drifting and tracking it is Lemansky for out number 1. So it looks like Lemansky, he's playing in left field, and Kuklinski is in center.
Next up, your designated hitter, number 20, Jager Ormond.
Now it's Jager Ormond coming to the plate for his second time. He just had a little pop-up to the pitcher in the last inning. One down here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat, or the second pitch of the at-bat, missed outside, 2-0. Nowitzki has a very interesting release to his pitches. His stance as well. He almost like reaches out very far to throw it. 3-0, the count here on this senior night for Mosinee. They are down early. And a 4-pitch walk to Ormond. That was a very quick at-bat. And Landon Zawislin is back to the plate as he had that RBI double to really get things going in the second inning after the wild pitch. Speaking of a wild pitch, there was one. And Ormond will swipe second base with no problem whatsoever. Want to know the count. Hits this one high, deep, at the wall, and this ball is gone. Landon Zawislin goes yard into left field, just over that 304 wall. And it's a 6-0 lead for the Tigers as he Euro steps his way to home plate. Channeling his inner Anthony Edwards. I bet Dan Lau is pretty proud of that one. So it's a double and a home run. A 3 RBI day for Landon Zawislin for the Tigers. 6-0. Brady Schmidt now. Foul tip into the glove for strike one. Nowitzki's second pitch outside, and he is working very fast from the stretch. Very similar to Brent Suter when he was playing with the Brewers. Called him the Raptor, and the way he goes with it is like that, and wow! Able to track it was Ryan Simonis, but he looked like he was really getting nervous about that one for out number 2. After that ball was hit by Schmidt, Simonis was like, do I back up on it? Do I keep going forward? And then he ended up slipping. He was able to maintain his footing, and he saved himself from a not top 10 type of moment. Instead, he made it look like a top 10 moment. 2 down here in the third for Riley Cronin. Cronin 0 for 1, struck out in that second inning. 1-0 the count. The one advantage to doing what Mosinee is doing right now is that Stratford's going to be facing a different pitcher every single inning. So these batters won't get any time to like recognize and adjust to the pitching. That's 2 pitches in a row being way off the mark. But this sun just keeps making its way to set, and that makes the view much harder to read out here. A 3-1 count now. Here comes the pitch. Looking over it and takes a big swing on it was Riley. And he is down to a full count now. 2 runs here in this 3rd inning for Stratford. Stratford is guaranteed as a number 2 seed headed into the tournament. A foul tip almost caught behind the plate by Zeeble, and that would have been a very amazing play to make. But all of the seniors here on senior night being honored as the banners are out and about here. And this pitch is popped up. Can Schley get to it? He cannot. The hustle from Ben, though. Full count remains. Pitch number 7 of the sequence coming up here. We'll see what happens here. Nowitzki from the stretch. Inside, ball 4. Stratford has had plenty of base runners here in today's game. A total of 10 base runners in this ball game already for the Tigers. And they are already to their 3rd time in the batting order here in inning number 3. Tubbs has walked both his plate appearances. It's a 2-0 count on Jack. This pitch high and outside, ball 3. Nowitzki trying to avoid another 4-pitch walk here. And it is a 4-pitch walk again. And Molson's going to let him continue, though. But how about this day for Jack Tubbs? 3 walks. 0 for 0 with 3 walks. And Riley Spindler will make his 3rd appearance. He has a walk and a line out in the game. Took his strike, a much needed strike call from Nowitzki there. And a great catch by Zeeble behind the plate to keep the runners from going 90 feet. 1-1 the count. This ball is hit high and playable and caught by Lemansky in left field for the 3rd out. But Landon's a whistling. He goes deep in left field. A 2-run shot to make it a 6-0 game here in Athletic Park. You're watching boys WIAA baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
And welcome back to Athletic Park, everybody. Today's game is presented by Charlie's Hardware. Charlie's Hardware, from home projects, home repair and sporting goods, rental services, and automotive. No matter your need, turn to Charlie's Hardware of Mosinee to get the job done. Leave it to Charlie's Hardware because you got work to do. And by Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Kobe, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill, or learn more at NicoletBank.com. It was a 2-run inning for Stratford in the second, and Mosinee trying to get something going here in the third, down by 6, and Andrew Nowinsky is going to lead things off for the Indians. Nowinsky takes a first pitch up high from Schmidt. Schmidt working on his third inning here, 4 strikeouts, only 2 hits allowed by him, and a late swing and a miss, a little tardy on the fastball. Was Nowinsky. Nowinsky watches this one up high though. 2-1. Schmidt just up high with that fastball, and now it's a great hitters count here for Nowinsky to lead off the third. Keegan Jerschley awaiting on deck. Just hit the 8 o'clock hour. In there for a strike. And now Schmidt, he's got the full count, 3-2 on Nowinsky. Here it comes, up high, and that is ball 4 to Andrew Nowinsky to lead off the third. And now it's the heavy-hitting Keegan Jerschley who led off this game for the Indians. This will be the second time going through their batting order. Stratford already about 10 or 11 batters ahead. A very close play at first. Zaleski almost able to get the tag on Nowinsky, the throw back. Wow, and they call him for an out. That was terrifically done by the Tigers. The hidden ball trick getting them. Zaleski faked the throw back to Schmidt, held on to it, and applied the tag on Nowinsky for out number 1. A high IQ play from the Stratford Tigers. They've had a couple of those here early in this ball game. Looked like a changeup there from Schmidt. Two and 0 popped up over our heads and into the play area outside of the ballpark. Lined down the line, foul. 2-2 on Keegan Jerschley. Jerschley thought he was going to have a runner on. Schmidt with the 2-2. Here it comes. Jerschley, ground ball. Chopper over to short. The throw to first is in time for out number 2. Spindler able to field that one nicely at the shortstop position. Taylor Lemansky. He is 1 out of the 2 hits in the game for Mosinee here today. First pitch, down and away. popped up and over the seats yet again. One and one on Lemansky. Two gone here in the bottom. Hit lined over into right field side, out of play. Into that plaza type of area again. One and two. Down in the dirt, a good look by Lemansky. This is what good hitters do. They try to work their way up in that pitch count, in and at bat, and do anything they can to get on base. Lemansky watches this pitch miss well outside. It's now a full count to Taylor. Here it comes. Whoa! There goes the bat, and he is out. You don't see that happen too often. Might have had a little too much butter on those gloves. Maybe from doing that somersault over there in pregame. Well, we're headed to the fourth inning. It's a 6-0 lead for Stratford here on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's game is presented by SC Swiderski. An SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. Inning number 4, and guess what? We got another pitcher on the mound, and it's Grant Kuklinski coming from center field for Mosinee. Playing in the catcher position is Colton Sherrick. Playing at first base looks to be Cameron Ziebel. Over at second base is Ben Schley. Over at shortstops, Taylor Lemansky. Playing over at third base, Keegan Jerschley. Then our outfielders in left field is Ryan Simonis. In center field is Gavin Obremski. And in right field is Andrew Nowitzki. So Andrew, he's been the only Mosinee player so far who hasn't really had to really move too much, except when he pitched in the last inning. First pitch missing for a ball on Brady Berg. Brady Berg had a RBI double back in the second, 2-run double, in fact. Takes a strike. Two earned runs in that inning from Nowitzki from that home run. From Zawislin. Zawislin having a great day at the plate here for Stratford. Ball 3 to Brady Berg. It's a 3-1 count. And takes a strike on the lower half. A nice pitch from Kuklinski. And ball 4. It was a little bit of a battle but Brady Berg wins by taking a walk. The 11th base runner of the ball game for the Stratford Tigers. The Division III team right now getting the best of the D2 team, and that got Zaleski right in the back. Took that hit like a champ. Make that the 12th base runner of the game.
Now batting for Stratford, Vance Brewer.
And Vance Keelman will make his third plate appearance here. 1 for 2 in the ball game with a single. Runners at first and second, and the sun is finally just about to pass the horizon into a little bit of that cloud coverage, where things are very clear here on this day. Took the changeup down low from what it looked like. 1-1. Kuklinski got him on a big swing there. 1-2. Now Kuklinski winning in the pitch count. And this pitch gets away from Sherrick. I wonder how much fun the seniors are having playing in all these different positions right now. Down by 6 runs. Popped up into the air. We'll see who calls it. Churchley does, and he will get it for the next out. Now it's Jager Ormond coming to the plate. Ormond took a walk in that third inning and pops it up. We'll see if it's playable. It looks like it is, and able to make the catch on it was Zeeble for out number 2. And now here comes the trouble to the plate. And Landon Zawislin. What a day he has had hitting the ball here today. 3 RBIs, 2 for 2, a home run and a double for Landon. And now we have a running change here. A very late one, if you will. I think it's because Brady Berg, he's the catcher for the team, so they want to give him all the equipment he needs so he can get there in time. 3-0, the count to Landon. And now he has a couple of pitches he can play with here. And he picks that first one, and that's going to be extra bases very likely. And he's going to go to second, and we might have an error on it, and it's another 2 RBI hit from Zawislin. Have a day, Landon. I think they're going to give him a base hit on that one. And if that is ruled as a base hit, he would be a triple away from the cycle. First pitch in there for a strike to Brady Schmidt. Imagine if we see a cycle here tonight. Right now it seems to be very possible. 0-2. Kuklinski's pitch is popped up. And Schley's got it over at second base for the last out. 2 runs score, though, for the Tigers off yet again Landon Zawislin. a 2-run single. He's got 5 RBIs of the 8 in the game for Stratford. We'll be right back for more WIAA baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to Athletic Park, everybody, here in Wausau. It is a 8-0 ball game. 5 hits for the Stratford Tigers. And Landon Zawislin is a triple away from hitting the cycle after his last base hit was ruled as an error in the outfield. So 2 errors for Mosinee in the ball game. And Gavin Obremski will step up to the plate to lead off, inning the bottom of the 4th. Obremski really liking to step all the way to the back of the box to give him the most time to look at a pitch to swing at. Schmidt's first pitch of the at-bat, just inside, ball 1. Obremski struck out back in the 1st inning. Trying to get up on base here. Fielded over at shortstop, or at second base by Tubbs. The throw to Zaleski is in time for the first out.
Number 42. Number 49. Cameron Zabel.
And Cameron Zabel coming to the plate here. He walked in that 1st inning and hits this one down the right field line, and that is fair ball for Zabel, and he will stop over there at first base. It's a base hit for Cameron.
Up next for Mosinee, number 9, Grant Kuklinski.
So 1 down here, runner on first base for Grant Kuklinski. We'll see if Mosinee can get something going with their offense. The throw back to first. We'll see if Zaleski plays another hidden ball trick on the Indians. Leading back very quickly. 2 checkoffs in a row. In there safely is Zabel. Schmidt from the stretch. Up and in for a ball. Check back over at first again. And Zabel's probably got the most unclean uniform out of all the Indians here tonight. Second pitch of the at-bat, just outside. So after all those checkoffs, we've only got 2 pitches in on Kuklinski here in the 4th. This one in there for a strike from Schmidt. And a big hack at it. Swung on and missed by Kuklinski to even the count at 2s. So the Tigers, their last game, they lost 3-5 against Medford. And that was one problem, and Now we got a bad throw over to first, and Zabel will reach second base on the wild throw. So that might give Mosinee a little bit of hope here on the pitching error. First error of the ball game for Stratford. But Stratford coming up to conclude their season is 2 home games against Neillsville and then Leona. Two and two here on Kuklinski. Zabel on second. Here comes the pitch, and he's tardy on the fastball. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 5 in the ball game for Brady Schmidt.
Number 42,
Garrett Shoup coming to the plate with 2 down. Shoup watches this first pitch down low for a ball. 1-0. Second pitch outside. 2-0 the count, a good hitter's count on Garrett Shoup. Stratford was hoping to get a throw back to second, it looked like. This one in there for a strike. 2-1. And Riley Spindler, he's the one who's almost playing that check off on second. Popped up into the air and towards the road over here. 2-2 to Shoup. Mosinee trying to get their first run on the board here tonight. The pitch just missed it down low. Looked like a really good one from Schmidt. It's a full count now. A good battle we're seeing right now. 3-2. Schmidt's pitch just inside, and Shoup will take a walk. Runners at first and second with 2 down for Colton Sherrick.
Up next for the Indians, number 1, Colton Sherrick.
And in the pregame of our game here today, I was writing down the players and their listing, and I didn't see any positions that they had. So I can understand why there weren't any positions written next to the players in the lineup, because we have seen 3 changes in the game, 1 every single inning. A big swing and a miss from Sherrick. 1-1. Schmidt from the stretch. A big swing and a miss. Very late on it was Sherrick. 1-2. Schmidt looking for strikeout number 6 of the ball game. Looks at second. Here comes the pitch. And he got him swinging. Strike 3. Number 6 on the strikeout column for Brady Schmidt. Through 4 innings of work. 8-0 the ball game. Only 1 hit allowed in that inning. And headed to inning number 5, we will end up seeing Brady Schmidt, Riley Cronin, and back to the top of the order of Jack Tubbs here on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
even though it's senior night. And welcome back to our senior night here for the Mosinee Indians team on Zaleski Sports. And how about this? Ben Schley going to the mound, and I would assume for most of these guys, this is their first appearance on the rubber, maybe of their entire ball careers. Definitely of the season, but maybe for ball career as well. An 8-0 game. And it will be Riley Cronin, Jack Tubbs, Riley Spindler, who will come to the plate for the Tigers. I may have said Brady Schmidt towards, or at the end of the inning. And let's see what we got here. So Schley is pitching. Catching for him will be Cameron Zabel. Over at first base, Keegan Jerschley. Then at second base is Gavin Obremski. Playing at shortstop looks to be Grant Kuklinski. And then at third base, it's Taylor Lemansky. Over in left field looks to be number 57, Ryan Simonis. Then in center field is Colton Sherrick. And in right field is none other than Andrew Nowitzki. Andrew Nowitzki is probably telling Coach Olsen, hey, why am I not moving? I only move to pitcher and then you move me back. That's it. But these guys, they're just having fun out there here today. Already locked up a conference title, undefeated, 12-0 in the Great Northern Conference. Already locked up a #1 seed in the WIAA tournament. Mosinee is just in cruise control right now, having some fun. And, I mean, this is a good night to have some fun out there, even though you're down. Schley hits one in there for a strike. 3-1. The count. This actually looks like Brayden Bloom who's at the plate. So Bloom, he makes his first appearance of the game, and it is a walk to begin the fifth.
Up next for Stratford, number 7.
The 14th different base runner we have seen in the ball game for Stratford. Jack Tubbs is back for the 4th time. The play by Obremski. Look out, coach. He's got the Matrix type of moves going. The throw to third, he's got him locked down. Jerschley threw a cannon over to Lemansky at third. And that's the power of the gymnastics duo of Jerschley and Lemansky.
Up next for Stratford, number 2, Riley Spindler.
One down. Riley Spindler comes to the plate. Jack Tubbs has made it to first base every single appearance he has made. So that play will be ruled as an E4 and then a 3-5 put out. As he locked down the runner, Schley's throw to first. Look out, coach, again. Coach is fighting for his life over there. I think that's Coach Ryan Bloom. Throw back to first. Off the pitch. 2-0 the count. Schley steps off the rubber, back on it. 2-0. Fastball down and away. 3-0 the count. And this would be the fourth 4-pitch walk if it were to be a walk right here, issued by Mosinee in the game. And indeed it is. Spindler's on with one down. And Brady Berg is back at it. He's got a 2-run double in the game. Berg watches this first pitch in there for a strike from Ben. And 1 the count on Berg. Tubbs at second base, Spindler at first. And look out, Schley. Hopefully the big fella's all right. And that was a little bit of a yikes. Schley takes a timeout to talk with Zabel and Lemansky. I think they're just laughing about what happened. But now they're having a little more of a conversation. I'm not sure what really happened there. It looked very cartoonish the way he fell down. One and one. That time, just missed it outside. 2-1 the count.
What's up, guy?
Here comes the 2-1. Down in the dirt, Zabel with a good block.
What's up, buddy? Welcome. No, why don't you work here, bro?
3-1. And shoot, Schley fell again. And it's caught there in center field. One more time and he's done. I mean, that's the way the game works. Strike one, strike two. He's down to one more strike of falling over. 2 gone. I don't know what's going on with him out there on the mound. I think he's just trying too hard. You don't see pitchers fall too often from the pitcher's mound. He's probably in his head a little bit now about not falling over. A run did score on the sacrifice. So it's 9-0 now. Two and 0 the count. The sun is fully down. The skies got the cotton candy feel to them. That is what the late and great Vin Scully would say about the blue and pink skies in our atmosphere. 3-0. And Schley able to find his own. 3-1 to Zaleski. Zaleski got hit by a pitch in the 4th. Vance Keelman awaiting on deck. Here comes the 3-1. Down and away. That was a 3-1 count, and the throw goes way over the head. And another run's going to score here for Stratford, even though I thought that was a 3-1 count. So I guess great awareness from Henry Zaleski again. Takes a walk. Run goes in. So Ben Schley's got 2 runs allowed. And Vance Keelman will be pinch hit for, and it's Brandon Drexler at the plate. for Stratford. Drexler going with the no gloves type of feel. And I think Stratford's going to try to get to Landon Zawislin in the batting order, but he's 2 batters away. He's in the hole. Takes a strike is Drexler. Zawislin is a triple away from hitting for the cycle. That is why I say that. And they probably want to get him at least one more opportunity, because he's had 3 opportunities and he has converted all of them. The triple, though, people like to say that's the hardest one. 0-2 the count on Drexler. We'll see if Ben Schley can get him down here. The pitch, down and away. Schley has his best opportunity to get the strikeout here. The senior from the stretch. The pitch, it is in there for strike 3. And how about that? Probably his first career strikeout. But what a type of matter of events on the mound for him. After falling over twice, that's a good battle to fight back, to get back in it. Now Mosinee will come to the plate, and they need to score at least 1 run, otherwise this game will end in 5. It's 10-0. We'll be right back here on Zaleski Sports.
Who are we? We are a locally owned and operated business serving our community for over 60 years. We have expanded to 3 locations with over 1 million square feet of combined production space. We have an elite workforce of over 400 employees. We have built stadiums for the Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts, Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, and more. Who are we? There's only one answer.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports, everybody. Brendan Retzloff joined alongside Dan Lau, doing the production and videography type of work for us here today. Our game is sponsored by Staub Construction. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. And by Mosinee Family Chiropractic. Mosinee Family Chiropractic proudly supports Mosinee Athletics. Dr. Barnes and Dr. Miller offer the best chiropractic care around, only at Mosinee Family Chiropractic. It's a 10-0 game, and I am now looking at the program for today's game, and on it says Wapaka baseball. So that's a fun little tidbit to see there. I'm not sure if they played here earlier or not, but it could be a misprint. Maybe worth something one day. Brady Schmidt trying to secure a win right here, and he's got a very comfortable 10-run lead. And if he doesn't give up a single run here in this 5th inning, the game will come to an end. Ryan Simonis at the plate, 1-2 the count. Struck out back in the 2nd. Make it a 2-2 count now on Simonis. Don't be fooled by the score of this game. This Mosinee team is just trying out a bunch of different things, getting their seniors out there on the mound. Strike 3, 7 strikeouts now for Brady Schmidt. And Andrew Nowitzki will be the 2nd batter of the inning here.
Andrew Nowitzki.
One down here in the 5th. Nowitzki takes a called strike 1. Oh, and 1, and the pitch Up and in, 1-1. The count. Mosinee on the season, 19-3. An undefeated conference record, sitting in it as a 1 seed. Just having a good time out here. Very dominant in their conference. 139 runs scored on the season, and down goes Nowitzki. Strikeout number 8 from Brady Schmidt, and Keegan Jerschley is the last hope of the game for Mosinee. How about that call from the PA announcer, if you guys could hear that? But a wonderful near end of spring type of night here in Wausau at Athletic Park, home of the Wausau Woodchucks. Jerschley takes this first pitch for a ball up high from Schmidt. Schmidt looking to complete his way here in this game. Only 3 hits allowed. 1 error, and the error was on him. Second pitch popped up, and this will do it. It is caught in there at center field by Alex Chappell to end the game. So the Stratford Tigers, we'll see if they want to keep playing, actually. Even though it's a 10-run game, the game would end by a run differential rule. But I think that's going to conclude it. Even though I would guess Adam Wilson would want to keep playing to have his other seniors go take the mound. I'm actually not too sure what's going on here. It seems like Mosinee is taking the field. All the fans are getting up and ready to leave the venue. Fans, we still have players who want to play. Keep your seats. That's what I'd be saying right now. I mean, it's a nice night. Keep continuing. This is really interesting, though. They just want to keep going. I don't know if this will be the last of them to keep going, but Adam Olson, come on now. You're not giving me any room on my scorecard. I don't have any more room for my pitchers. I've already had Simone, Zabel, Nowitzki, Kuklinski, and Schley. I'm out of room, but Colton Sherrick is going to be pitching. But a lot of the fans, I mean, that was really interesting. A bunch of the fans got up, ready to exit the venue. I mean, some are. But Mosinee wants to keep playing ball. So they're going to continue. I wish I could know what was going on right now. There's a lot of chaos everywhere. But so catching is Ben Schley. Over at first base is Taylor Lemansky. Playing over at second base is Cameron Zabel. Then over at shortstop, we have Grant Kuklinski. Over at third base, Gavin Obremski. In left field, I'm not too positive. In center field is Keegan Jerschley, so he's back to where he started this game. And in right field, everybody, you can guess it, it's Andrew Nowitzki. Which makes me think that it's Ryan Simonis that is still there in left field. So left and right field, they were in the same spots. Colton Sherrick on the mound. Pitching to Alec Chappell to lead off the inning. And Landon Zawislin is on deck. And if Zawislin hits a triple, that will complete the cycle for Landon. But who knows if it would actually be official, because it's a 10-run game right now. That is one curiosity that I have throughout all of this. Does any of this count? Curveball coming from Sherrick. That might be the first curveball we have seen here today. One-two count. Popped up to center field. Jerschley calls for it, and he will make the play. One down in the sixth. And I'm going to say this, Zawislin is not in the on-deck circle. Colton is at the plate here. It's a Colton versus Colton matchup here in the sixth. See if we can get the names here, show respect to all the players who are out there. Colton Hapt at the plate here for Stratford. 1-1 the count. The last at bat, a slider from Sherrick. That last at bat was the first time we have seen the leadoff hitter for Stratford not reach base. So a big win there for Mosinee. What a pitch from Sherrick. That was a filthy pitch. Worked all the way from, looked like it would almost hit the batter, to managing to find the zone. 2-2, the count. Sherrick, a fastball, wants to take a look on the check swing, and it is a ball. Hapt was able to hold back. Full count now on Colton. Colton from the stretch. And whoa, way up high for a ball, and Hapt will go over to first base to take a walk. The 15th base runner of the ball game for the Tigers. First pitch down and outside, and gets away from Schley, playing as the catcher, and in there to second base goes Hapt. A runner in scoring position yet again for the Tigers. Brady Schmidt dealing with a 2-0 count. And it looked like Colton had his slider down, and now he's just struggling to find the strike zone. 3-0. Mosinee's already had four pitch walks in the game. This would be the 5th. And that did manage to find the zone. That might have just been a courtesy call. 3-1. Checks back at second. The pitch goes way up high off the backstop, and Schley lost the handle. And Schmidt will reach first. Another walk in the game. That is walk number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 walks have been issued in the game. Walks and all those base runners on the corners now. The pitch gets away, and the base runner advances to second from first. 1-1. Cherrick trying to get something close in the strike zone. A few wild pitches here in the 6th inning. And up and in pitch, backing off on it. It was Braden Bloom. Bloom took a walk in the 5th. 2-1 on him. Down and away. 3-1 the count. Mosinee has already hit the double digits in the walk category. That is something you don't want to do, but I mean, yet again, these guys haven't really pitched all that often. They're used to playing their other positions out in the ballpark. 3-2. Cherrick's pitch down in the dirt, and Schley got hit right in the face by the pitch and able to keep track on it. Got him right in the mask, and the bases are loaded. That is walk number 11. Mosinee has gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers here in the game, and you want to talk about maybe making a world record for most position changes in a game? This would be the one. One and 0. And this ball is hit well into deep left center field. Back at the wall, and it is gone. Jack Tubbs hits a grand slam. That's one way to wish the folks good night on senior night. Jack Tubbs hitting bombs out here in Wausau. 14-0 lead for the Tigers. He was tired of reaching first base every single time, and he just decided, you know what? I'm just hitting one in the air this time. A grand slam. And I'm very curious why we are continuing this ball game. First pitch down low. Now, as a WIAA official, do you count that? Because the game would have ended at 10. And the throw back from Schley was a little too far. I chose not the best time to watch the Mosinee Indians play ball. I mean, I knew they were a great team, and this ball is going to drop in center field and really throw off Jershly on that one. And going into second base is Spindler. We'll see if they call that a single or a double. And they will say it's a double for Spindler. But I wasn't expecting all these position changes to be made and all that. I thought we were going to see more of a ball game than what we have been watching. First pitch of the at-bat outside to Berg. 1-0 the count to Brady. Cherrick's pitch, good pick by Schley. The throw back to second base. Back there safely is Spindler. Two and 0. The throw back looked very awkward from Cherrick. A very weird step off the rubber. Well, we'll try the 2-0 one more time here. Down and inside. 3-0. Well, it was a beautiful night to watch some baseball be played, though. The first inning looked like we were going to have a game. But that was because those were the starting positions and all those changes were made, and we got another walk. But keep in mind, Mosinee, they have locked in a 1 seed in the WIAA tournament. They came off of a 12-2 win against Anago to secure an undefeated record in conference play. But coming up next, they got Ashwaubenon. They'll be headed there for that one. And then they'll be headed to Hudson to conclude their regular season. And then it's on to the playoffs, where I believe they'll be playing either Oostburg or Freedom. And fans, if you're still watching and listening, correct me if I'm wrong about their possible matchup that they'll have in the playoffs. But they feel pretty confident. This ball hit off the inside of the bat over to right field. The throw back to first, try to check it off. And now going over to third base is Spindler, and runners are now at the corners. Off of, I'm not sure if it was a necessary throw from Novinsky. But that's out number 2. As Zaleski's out, and Vance Keelman will go to the plate, and Stratford has batted the order here in inning number 6. Check off. Struck up the middle to second base. The play made at shortstop. The throw to first. A nice dig and catch from Lemansky to end the inning. But Jack Tubbs goes long ball. 14-0 is the score of the game, and we'll see if we'll continue play. It looks like we will, headed to the bottom of the 6th. 14-0, Mosinee coming to the plate on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back to our coverage here on Zaleski Sports, everybody. Brendan Retzloff and Dan Lau here for this one. Not too much really going on, except for it being a really nice night. But I know that girls softball has begun their playoffs, so coming up tomorrow are a bunch of softball games that you guys will be seeing on Zaleski Sports. Check out all the sporting events that we have on ZaleskiSports.com. You can see final scores. You can check out highlights from the Zaleski Sports Highlight House page on Facebook. It's all a good time. But softball playoff action will continue with round number 2 tomorrow. The game that I'll be doing, I'll be back at WIAA Park Complex in Stevens Point, Plover for Pacelli and Tri-County. I believe that's what that game will be. A 14-0 game. Taylor Lemansky at the plate here for the Indians. We thought this game was going to end in the 5th when it was 10-0. But I think Adam Olson said we want to continue playing so we can let all of our seniors get out there. This ball hit over to shortstop. The throw is made in time by Spindler for the first out. Gavin Obremski will make his 3rd plate appearance of the game. He's 0 for 2. Struck out, grounded into a 4-3. Obremski takes his first pitch for a strike. And I forgot to mention this, the new pitcher on the mound here is Brady Berg for the Tigers. Obremski, ground ball by the first baseline, foul ball. Brady Schmidt had himself a pretty good day in 5 innings. 3 hits allowed, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 error. A good day for number 23. And this ball is fouled off the bat and then off one of the masks. Behind the plate, seems like they're good. 0-2 the count. I think they were checking on the home plate umpire here after that. Zawislin's in there at catcher. He started his day over in right field. So a lot of changes being made here. This pitch gets by. And now Obremski is dealing with the 1-2 count. Swung on and missed, and down goes Obremski for the 2nd time swinging here today. Cameron Zebel coming to the plate here. He's reached base both appearances, except it's not Cam Zebel, it's Ben Schley. So we don't see Ben Schley go to the plate too often, but here he comes. Schley takes his first pitch down and away for a ball. 1-0 to Schley. Berg's 2nd pitch, just missed it. 2-0. We got to see Schley pitch earlier today. Fell over on the mound a couple of times, but he was able to get a strikeout. Only allowed 2 runs. Had a pretty decent inning. Takes this ball inside, and it is a walk, a 4-pitch walk to Ben Schley. And now we'll see Cam Zebel.
Now coming to the plate, number 39, Cameron Zebel.
And it looks like Gavin Obremski and one of the bench players are running over to the bullpen. for Mosinee, and we got a fake throw, and Ben Schley slides into second. This is the first time I've seen this. Mosinee is actually taking one of their players to the bullpen. Who I thought was going to be starting in this game, fouled right off the top of the building right here and back into the netting. And all those fans who are down there on the lower deck, they might have just been very surprised and got a jump scare from a baseball. 2 down here, it's the 1-1 count. Takes this pitch inside Isabel. Two and 1 on Cam. Berg's pitch. It's a grounder. Chopper over to second. Tubbs. The throw to first is in time. And that is out number 3 of the 6th inning. So we got through 6 innings here. And it looks like we're going to be playing a 7th. 14-0. You're watching Boys WIAA Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
And welcome back to the final inning of this game, everybody. Inning number 7. It's a 14-0 score. Gavin Obremski, he will take the rubber for the last inning for the home team. And Gavin Obremski, he's a regular pitcher too, so this inning for Mosinee might be a let's get prepped for what's coming up next for us type of inning. But catching for him is Keegan Jerschley. Over at first base is Lemansky. Playing at second base is Ben Schley. Over at shortstop is Cam Zabel. Then over at third base looks to be Grant Kuklinski. Then in left field, we got Ryan Simonis. In center field, it looks like Colton Cherik. And in right field is Andrew Novinsky again. 0-1 the count here on Alex Chappell. Chappell, a big swing and a miss. And that was actually 0-2, and he goes down on 3 pitches to Obremski to begin the 7th inning. Good to see that coach is putting in one of his original pitchers to end this game. First pitch from Obremski over to, not too sure. To Colton here, 2-1. Going quick from the stretch is Obremski. A big swing and a miss coming from Colton. And he is to the 2-2 count. 2-2. Wild pitch. 3-2 now. And I want to say almost every single starter for the Mosinee Indians has worn that catcher's gear. Which that's fun. Ground ball over to second. Schley picks it up, throws it to first for the second out. And now Brady Schmidt, possibly the last batter here for the Stratford Tigers here tonight. Schmidt had a great day pitching on the mound here today. The 5 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and no runs allowed, and a fly ball into center field, and over on its Cherrick for the 3rd out. So a pretty quick top of inning number 7, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Indians, down by 14 here on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Who are we? We are a locally owned and operated business serving our community for over 60 years. We have expanded to 3 locations with over 1 million square feet of combined production space. We have an elite workforce of over 400 employees. We have built stadiums for the Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts, Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, and more. Who are we? There's only one answer.
And welcome back, everybody, here in Wausau. After we played that Merrill Steel ad, once this game concludes, it will be our Merrill Steel post-game show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com. A new pitcher on the mound here for the Tigers is Vance Kielman. This is not a save opportunity. This is just in there for relief. Just about to hit the 9:15 time here in Central Time. And if those of you who are watching are somewhere in a different time zone, well, thank you for watching what we have. One from Iowa, you said? We have an Iowa viewer and a Boston viewer, so we got one different time zone. Those of you in Boston, I believe it's 10:15 then. So thank you for tuning in. Always great to hear from our audience. This pitch up high. It's a 2-0 count on Grant Kuklinski. This is the first time we're hearing some organ music. Classic baseball type of feel here at Athletic Park. Even though our score is 14-0, like I said, don't be fooled by this Mosinee team. 12-0 in conference play, 19-3 overall, 139 runs scored in conference play, 149 runs scored outside of conference play, including the entire season, I should say. So I'll rephrase that, 149 total runs scored on this season. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Grant Kuklinski. And here comes Garrett Shoup. will say this. Grant Kuklinski has the best walk-up song out of all of the batters we have seen here today. Unwritten. This ball is hit sharply into the outfield, and that might be extra bases. It will not, but Kuklinski will advance to third base, and Mosinee has something going here in the 7th. Maybe they could tie this game up. A 14-run inning, that's possible. I have seen games in my time where teams have put up at least 15 runs. May not be the greatest level of competition, but it has happened. Runners at first and third. Long ways to go. Colton Sherrick at the plate here. First pitch swinging, and that's going to be a diving catch out there in left field, and one run will score. And the Mosinee fans have something to cheer about here on senior night. The sacrifice fly from Colton Sherrick, and it is a 14-1 game as Ryan Simonis will come to the plate. How about the diving catch, though, by Riley Cronin? Simonis takes a ball outside. One and 0 the count. Keelman's pitch up high again, 2-0. Down to the final 2 outs of the ball game. Andrew Nowitzki waiting on deck. This one in there for a strike from Keelman. And a big swing and a miss. Down 2-2. So Mosinee's got Ashwaubenon and Hudson to end the season. Both of those are away games to conclude their year. Then for Stratford, coming up for them is Neilsville and Leona Wabeno. Wabeno? I believe it's Wabeno. A little ways up north. 2-2. Missed it just outside. Good pitch. Good take from Simonis. 3-2. Simonis watches strike 3 go by, and that is the second out here in the 7th. And the last hope for the Indians is Andrew Nowitzki. Watches this one, not even fazed by the pitch. He looks like he's dialed in. He knows what pitch he wants. We'll see if he gets what he wants here. Fastball taken in there, 1-1. Mosinee down to their final 2 strikes here tonight. A 2-1 count now as Keelman working fast here in the 7th. Keelman's pitch, fastball. How about that? He went all golfer mode on that one. And I'll say that he did not look like Xander Schauffele, who won the PGA Championship yesterday. What a PGA Championship that was. And a called strike 3 to conclude matters here in the game. And now fans can finally leave their seats and go if that's what they're doing. And we finally get the teams going up to each other to congratulate each other on the game and the season. And both of them, they got pretty high hopes coming in to the playoffs. Stratford in as a 2 seed, Mosinee as a 1. Final score, 14-1 here in Wausau. Coming up next is the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com.
Who are we? We are a locally owned and operated business serving our community for over 60 years. We have expanded to 3 locations with over 1 million square feet of combined production space. We have an elite workforce of over 400 employees. We have built stadiums for the Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts, Atlanta Falcons, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, and more. Who are we? There's only one answer.